Hi. It's Friday, and wow, what a week it's been. How's it been for you? Has it been a little intense? I feel like it's been really intense and stressful for me. I don't know what it was like last week because it feels like that was a really long time ago. But I'm really glad it's Friday because I'm going to take a really nice breather this weekend. How about you? This one's kind of like an open subject, something to just kind of explore and just randomly share things about my life with you, and I'd love to hear from you. Um, so this is the first week that I have been doing coaching for you all, and it's been amazing. It's been so exciting to see the growth that's happened to some of y'all that I've worked with for the past few days or the past week, really, and to see how our conversations and inquiry has really helped open and expand your vision and help you step into what you already know is what you want. It's been so cool watching the growth happen over the past week, and it's really just helped me understand that this is what I'm meant to do and this is what I'm here to help with. I've finally found my calling. I've always felt it was this, but I just didn't know exactly that it was this. You know that feeling where you suddenly go, like that's what I've been seeking. That's what it's been like for me. So that's been fantastic. I still have a few open spots. If you are interested in life coaching, you can just message me down below and we can talk about that offline. What else? So managing stress has been a big topic this week for me. I have found many miscommunications. I've been surrounded in drama that hasn't been me. And it's just been a lot of weight for me to feel like there's all of these people pointing fingers at each other and just kind of in the midst of a storm and not really wanting to take part of it. Have you ever felt that feeling where people like don't trust each other? People just want to kind of create issues out of nothing. I feel like that's happening a lot around me, and it's all like digital too. So it's like I don't see many people. The people I see in life, there's no drama, which is nice. I don't see many people because quarantine. And that's another thing is quarantine. Like I'm in Germany and Berlin, and the numbers for COVID have gone up a lot. So I'm just like trying to take care of myself and trying to manage my own experience and trying to figure out how I can take care of myself. You know, self-care is so important. How do you take care of yourself? Like, where are you when you're feeling like down, and like how do you respond when you're able to kind of like do something? So that's sort of like something that has really been something I need to emphasize for myself is just, I need to do things to take care, because as the stress level rises, it just gets so intense. I had a moment a few days ago where I just stood there and said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And you know, it's like those moments where you feel like it's all going to come apart. You know that feeling? It's like if you can just hold it just together, everything's going to be okay, but there's rumblings, right? That was this week. It's been so intense. And I had like knots in my stomach and just wow. So, yeah. I've been roller skating a lot, and that's been making me so happy. I've been listening to music and just moving in the flow and grinding with the pavement, and that feeling and sense of connection with the hips and the movement. I think one of y'all said dancing really brings out your femininity in the femininity video a couple days ago, and for me, dancing definitely does, and I'm discovering roller skating is too, because it really makes you use your hips. I think that's really what it is for me, is using my hips kind of helps open up this space that I've stored all of this masculine energy in that hasn't really resolved itself because it's always been tight. I think like men will typically have like a really tight hip, and they're not very flexible there, whereas women are more flexible. And I think that kind of flexibility has been something I haven't really exercised enough. So that has really been opening me up, and it's been bringing me to tears to feel the joy and to feel the happiness as I like skate down this runway. So there's this place nearby that's like an airport runway, and you can skate on it. So I just skate on it and I skate down, and then at the end I kind of stop and I go, this is life. And I feel so good there, and it really helps me find balance to my days. So that's been really good. What else has been going on? Just like honestly, this like life coaching, which is a new thing, asynchronous life coaching for me, has really just made me so happy to feel like I can help you make an impact in your life and change it in the direction that you want to take it. Is just, it's so rewarding. And if I could just do this every day, all the time, I totally would. And that's my plan, and that's the direction I want to go. I've also been working on a trans MTF video for like my story, like how my entire life. And that's been bringing up a lot of emotions as I've been going into this kind of like this sense of failure. I hate to say that, but when I look at myself and I go, God, you just didn't know, but all the signs were there. Do you ever get that? Like, for those of you that have transitioned and figured this out and like looking at yourself in the past, it's kind of like it hurts a little bit to know that you had all this time that you could have transitioned, and had you of, you know, life could be different. And I'm one to live life with no regrets, and I really try not to regret the things that I regret. But this is one of those things where I'm like, could you have just listened to yourself more? You know, like there's so many things that are seeping under our subconscious, and you don't really know about them until you know about them. Do you know what I mean? And it makes me wonder, like, what else is under my subconscious? What else is something that I know is already there? This tea time, for example, I think we're like 3 or 4 weeks running now, and it's now just seems seamless. It really seems like this was meant to be, and it's the thing that I've been waiting for my whole life, and it's felt absent, but I just didn't know. And then last week, it was life coaching, and now I'm offering that to you, and then it's like slot, like tea time, and then life coaching. Like, these are the things you're meant to do, right? It's a wonderful feeling, but I feel like now when I put the pieces together, I was already doing these things, and I was already trying to do these things. These were the feelings that I was already having. Like, I was already doing life coaching for cis people, and I was already like making content to inspire you all. It was just on Instagram. It was in the wrong place, in my opinion. It's really like YouTube here, where we have this time to connect, that has allowed me to expand into my path. And that's kind of the big thing that I took away from watching these videos of myself in my pre-transition phase is I knew that I was going somewhere, I just didn't know. And I felt lost. And looking back at it, it was just a process to discovering this moment. Being lost in Portland, being lost in San Francisco, being lost in Oakland, being lost in France, wherever I was traveling, China. It took me to come to Berlin to find myself and to really go, this is it. And I don't mean find myself like, oh, this is me, but find what I want to do, find my calling, find everything that I had felt was getting me there. I just needed to slot into this place here. So, you know, like in thinking about your own process and where you are, and I talk to a lot of you, and now that we're spending more time coaching, I'm starting to see a pattern, which is that you're all looking for this kind of path to getting you to your happiness, whether that's finding the right job, getting more into your femininity, figuring out your transition, coming out at work, wherever you are, there are these steps. And that's why we're connected, because we're all connected through this personal growth. We're all connected through getting into something that we're afraid of because it's unknown, right? Like the unknown is kind of scary, but also it's something that we know is right for us. And this process that you're in, wherever you're at, I want to remind you that it's a process, and not to feel guilty that you're not there and wherever you want to be. And to also know that if you continue to take steps towards the thing you want, you will get there. You will get there. It may not be at the speed that you want. It may not be the way that you want it, but you will get there, because life has a funny way of coming back to you. You call and it responds. And sometimes it doesn't respond at the time you want, and you may feel like you're just calling out forever, but it's there. And when it comes back, you'll recognize it. So let's end on that note. Thank you for joining me for tea time today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Oh, and last thing, I would love to hear how your week's been. Did you have any goals this week? Were you able to get them? Please tell me down in the comments below. I love to hear the progress that all of you are making. And I send you so much love over the weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Goodbye, my loves.